Welcome back to another installment of 5 Greatest, counting down the top 5 of a certain boxing topic. This list is done through research and my personal knowledge of the sport and is based on my opinion only. This week's installment focuses on the 5 greatest boxing upsets of all time. In boxing, more than any other sport, a fighter can be losing every minute of the fight only to land a single punch and win that fight. That is why so many huge upsets happen in this sport, because as long as a fighter is still standing, he has a chance to win. Honorable mentions that just missed on making it on this list are Sugar Ray Leonard over Marvin Hagler, George Foreman over Michael Moore, Michael Spinks over Larry Holmes, Muhammad Ali over George Foreman, Muhammad Ali over Sonny Liston, Ingemar Johansson over Floyd Patterson, Leon Spinks over Muhammad Ali, Evander Holyfield over Mike Tyson, Gene Tunney over Jack Dempsey, and James J. Corbett over John L. Sullivan. Number 5. Hasim Rahman knocks out Lennox Lewis. Arguably the biggest upset so far in the 21st century, Hasim Rahman knocking out undisputed heavyweight champion Lennox Lewis is the 5th biggest upset ever. This fight had the recipe of an upset all the way, with Lewis seemingly unmotivated for the fight. Rahman still entered the fight as a monumental underdog, but landed a single right hand in the 5th round to knock Lewis out. Number 4. Randy Turpin wins a decision over Sugar Ray Robinson. Entering this fight, Sugar Ray Robinson had a record of 128 wins with only a single loss and 2 draws, and was already seen as one of boxing's all-time greats in the prime of his career. There was not many people who gave Turpin a chance in this fight, but he pulled off the huge upset, outboxing and outfighting Robinson, winning the decision. Number 3. Max Schmeling knocks out Joe Louis. Not many people gave Max Schmeling a chance in his first fight against Joe Louis, given that Schmeling was thought to be past his prime, and Louis was already talked about as the next heavyweight champion. But Schmeling came in with a plan, seeing that Louis dropped his left hand low after he threw a jab, and used the strategy to time his right hand after Louis dropped his left to knock out Louis in 12 rounds. Number 2. James J. Braddock wins a decision over Max Baer. The upset that earned Braddock the nickname of the Cinderella Man, James J. Braddock defeating Max Baer to win the heavyweight title, is the 2nd greatest upset in boxing history. Braddock was the epitome of a journeyman fighter who put together a string of victories to earn a world title shot. Braddock trained harder for this fight than any other, and it paid off for him, coming on in the later rounds to shock Baer, winning a unanimous decision. Number 1. James Buster Douglas knocks out Mike Tyson. Buster Douglas knocking out Mike Tyson in Tokyo, Japan on February 11, 1990 is not only the greatest upset in boxing history, it might be the greatest upset in the history of sports. Mike Tyson was the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world and the most feared fighter on the planet, while Buster Douglas was nothing more than a fringe contender who was expected to be taken out in a few rounds. Nobody gave Buster Douglas a chance in this fight, but he proved his worth, matching Tyson punch for punch and getting the better of him in the early and middle rounds. And Tyson scored a knockdown at the end of the 8th round, but Douglas was saved by the bell. Douglas hurt Tyson in the 9th round before knocking him down and out in the 10th. Thanks for watching this video, and leave your comments on what you think have been the 5 greatest upsets in boxing history and what you think of this list.